Well, I wasn't born deaf. It was about the mid-'80s when my family wondered whether I wasn't deaf or not, and so then I had to go and have some hearing aids. And I went for several years with one ear hearing aid, and then two, and then back to one, and then in 2000 there was nothing at all. So I went through all the various processes of assistance for deafness, text phone, and all the rest of it. And then in 2015, somebody was persuaded to come for cochlear implant. And I had it all done in September 15, and a year later it was turned on in October. And miraculously, I could hear right from the word go. My daughter was really upset about it. We were so happy that I could even hear the quietest sounds. And I went home that same day and I could hear the birds in the garden, and I haven't heard them for, well, over 20 years, of course. So then they proved with all the various testings every 2 or 3 months here at the AIS. And I think I've probably got to the maximum stage now. I've had tests every 3 months or so, so next year perhaps it's not quite so often. In managing the implant, just sort of like an everyday thing, putting on my glasses. Driving is wonderful because I can actually hear all the sounds both the car's making and those outside, which was, I didn't realise quite how inhibiting it was not to be able to hear any of that. And I had a wonderful thing with the police. My car broke down at 11 o'clock at night when I was returning home on the motorway. And I've been given a police link officer, the deaf people's text phone on my mobile, and I was able to call them from that and the RAC the same way. And the police came round and they stayed with me for a couple of hours, and I was able to talk to the police officer in the driving seat all the time, and had no problems whatsoever. And that was 5 days after it was turned on. You can't really get better than that, can you? So now it has its limitations. Music is not really good. Piano by itself is not bad, but orchestra is too much, too many sounds to decipher. TV it's all right. I'm not a great watcher anyway, so and I don't have a radio, but the ones I have heard, it's not terribly good either. You have to concentrate too hard on listening. And you can't do that while you've got other things to do, move around and things. So there are still some limitations, but I haven't any complaints whatsoever, absolutely none. And my family too are chuffed. And I know not once have I had to have notes written because I couldn't hear what they were saying. So that in itself is a big thing.